Hello mates, welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with some more build battle and I picked spring and I got spring. Yes, we are doing spring. That is the theme of today build battle is to do spring. And I got it in my head. I know what a spring is. Spring is to me pretty easy, but I'm gonna do a little bit of a twist on spring. So I only need one color, gray. Gray is gonna be my color. That's one of the twists. Instead of using light gray, usually to be a spring, I'm gonna do a little bit of a dark gray. And instead of doing a circle spring, I'm gonna actually do a square spring. Right now, I just want to find out how big do I want this spring to be. Like, I want to figure out the outline on this spring and I want to see how do I want to do this. And right now, I'm looking at it. It looks pretty good right there. It is a 5 by 5, a 5 by 5 string, like 5 by 5 string going upwards. And I'm doing some techniques. I don't really make a spring at all. So I've seen a spring, but I don't really make a spring in Minecraft. So right now I'm just seeing how to do this. This is my first technique, or I only did two different techniques that I tried out. This one and the one that you see soon. And right now just looking at the technique. So what I'm doing on each side, it go up. It will go up. The spring will go up and up and up. That is my plan. Each time you go to a different side, you will go up and up and up. Right now it looks, I don't really like how it looks right now. Kinda doesn't look really good. So right now I'm just trying to see if I could connect the spring somehow. Because right now it just looks like it's not connected at all. So right now I'm trying to connect the spring by adding one more block on the corner. I'm looking at it. I'm not liking it. So what I do is just take out all of it and going to my plan B. The second strategy. And my second strategy is to go up by one block. Instead of going up by 5 blocks by one side, you just go up by one block. Other side. Just keep going up by one block. But I ran into a big problem when I went to do this technique. So right now you can kind of see the problem right now. The spring, it is kind of doesn't really look like a spring. It is a bit too. This is not that much compact. Usually a spring would be a little bit compact. This is really no. It does not look like a spring at all. So plan B did not work out. So I'm gonna go to plan C. And plan C is just plan A. So we're going back to plan A. And yes, so right now going back to plan A. Just do what I did last time. But just continue it. My plan is I'm gonna try to force myself to like it. Because I got no other plan. Plan B did not work, so plan C is to just convince myself that it looks good. So I want to just finish go I just want to finish the spring going all the way to the very top and just look at it and see if I convince myself if it looks good or not. So right now I'm just checking the amount of blocks and I see that it was not correct, so I fixed it. It was an easy fix, not that difficult. Good thing it's not at the very top. It's just in the beginning. So after I got my pattern, my rhythm, I just do this for the entirety of this build. Well, not all of it. There's some things I would do later on, but most of this build are just by one side, going up by one, then going across by 5. Just continue doing that, making it into a spring, and that is my plan. There we go. And that is pretty much it. I do wanted to do a circle. After I was done with this, I was looking at this squirrel spring. It is different. It is not a circle, but I think I should have done a circle. I think I should have done a circle. It would have been a little bit more better, but it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I went for a little bit different. The color, the shape, and how it looks of a spring. And I have confidence. I have confidence in this. It is a simple spring, but you know, it's a spring, right? This is a spring. Um, Not too complicated, right? Just simple. Like, what could you do with a spring that's a bit different? I mean, maybe doing a triangle spring, a star spring. Maybe I should have done that instead of a square spring. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. Next time if I get spring again, I do a bit different. Try to do a different spring of a different shape. I will probably do that. Maybe a little bit more complex spring. Maybe instead of going up by one per side, maybe I just made two sides. Maybe not. I think how I do it was pretty good. I think just the shape I gotta change it. Maybe also the color. Maybe you do a different color of the spring. Then 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 a gray spring, then a dark gray spring. Maybe I could do a green spring or a different one. A different color spring could be probably different, pretty cool. Maybe not, I don't know. It is different though. It's not, I know I base this one not kind of in real life. It is a squirrel spring, but just how the color and how it kind of looks. It's just squirrel. I don't know if the squirrel spring is in actual, is an actual thing in real life. I'm not really sure. Could be. I don't know. I don't know what would the function would be for squirrel spring. But yeah. Um, there we go. Reach to the top. There we go. I'm looking at this right now, trying to convince myself. Right now, not convincing myself at all. The problem I'm seeing is that the corners is a problem. It doesn't look like it's connected at all. It looks like it's just separate from it. So right now, I'm just trying to connect it, seeing if it looks good, if I'm trying to connect it a little bit. And there we go. I have 3 minutes left, so I could just be done, but I want to do some things just in case to make it a little bit more better for the spring. Another thing I probably could do is maybe make a spring a little bit more bigger than it is right now. But yeah. So yeah, this is my spring. This is one I went to do. Spring's pretty simple, not that much difficulty, pretty simple. But I will say that at the end of the video, I won't talk about it. I won't talk about much about the end of the video, but at the end of the video, you will probably see something pretty funny, and something is something is wrong when you look at the other builds compared to mine. You're gonna see a big difference compared to mine. I'm not gonna talk about it, but you're gonna see my spring to the other spring. My spring build versus the other spring build. It is completely different. I'm not gonna talk about it too much. I'm not trying to give it away, but it's something, something good. But yeah, right now though, doing one more thing is just adding a corner, so it does look like it does connect and doesn't really not connect. So right now, just doing that right now, and that will be it. That will be it. One thing I actually do want to get spring again, right? Like I said, I want to do a different spring, right? Different shape, different color, a bit bigger, but also maybe even a different spring entirely. And you will probably get it at the end of the video. You'll probably see. But right now, I'm almost done finishing my spring right now and doing the final detail. And there we go. Now I have to wait about 30 seconds. But right now, the final thing, my penalty, the last thing I need to do for my penalty to work is, can I convince myself This look good. Right now, to me, it looks good, but not good enough. It could look better. But I'm okay with it. I'm happy with it. I am happy with it. And yeah, I'm happy with it. My Pen-C worked. I really convinced my brain that it looks good. So let's see how I do. Can you guess which spring build did I make in Build Battle? This is number one. Number one is a rainbow with a lot of flowers. This is number two. Number two is a picnic blanket with a lot of different flowers and trees. This is number three. Number three have bees, beehive, and a tree and many flowers. This is number four. Number four have trees, have beehive, have a bee, and a pond. This is number five. Number five looks a bit different. It's just a spring. It's a squirrel spring. Yes, that's basically what it is. And I made number five, yes, the one that was completely different. I thought it was about the object spring, not the season. And number three won the battle.